Hello and welcome to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be taking a look at a new game on the channel. This is Aliosso, and this is basically the answer to the question, what if Balatro, but also Slay the Spire? It's kind of like a roguelike where we progress through a sequence of battles and encounters and types of things, using a scoring system very much like the one in Balatro to do damage to the enemies. It's quite interesting. I had a lot of fun with it. I sort of just loaded it up to, you know, just kind of check the mechanics before recording, and ended up spending over an hour playing it just for myself. I completed a run for the first time, which was kind of cool. But we're going to play now. We're going to dive in. We're going to do new run. So this is the starting character, the only one you can sort of play at the beginning. He's kind of basic. He's got a big hammer. He's got max +5 max HP at the beginning. But I'm going to play Kargu, who, for reasons I can't comprehend, kind of vibed with me a little bit. He's someone who yells at clouds for thunderous effects. Yeah, so he's a little different. His thing is cards have a 4 in 100 chance to have a special edition. Now, a special edition kind of means extra qualities. So, like, you know, you'll have a card that has a face effect, but then it'll also do something extra on top of that. Yeah. Kind of cool. Well, let's start anyway, and we'll talk through things as and when they come up. So here we go. This is kind of how we choose what we're going to do next. We've got a choice between a battle and two, what they call, I think the game calls them scenarios, which are kind of like, not quite story events, but things that don't necessarily involve a fight, that kind of add things to our run. If we look in the top left, we have a resource of water, which will, thanks to this searing heat, will go down once every time we go to a battle or so-and-so on our step towards the boss. But we can also have little powers we can use that actually use this resource. So we can use them at any time. There doesn't seem to be any restriction on using them that I've seen so far. So we can add a discard, and we'll get on to exactly what that means. Or use 8 water to get 15 armor, which it actually seems like a bit of overkill on what I've seen so far. But anyway. At the top, we can see that our run is going to consist of 27 steps to the Djinn at the end. We've got a sort of a mini-boss fight in 3 steps. Our gold, which at the moment is very low, if we click on this, we can see what tiles we have. So what we use is almost like domino tiles type thing. But I think maybe it makes sense to do a battle first of all, so we can kind of talk about how these work. So here we go. This is us. We've got 20 HP. We're facing someone with 250 HP. Is going to do 4 damage to us if he gets a chance to attack, which he might, but hopefully not. So how this works is, well, if I show you this is kind of the combos and how much they're worth. So it's a little bit like Balatro in some regards. It's a bit simpler, if anything. We can have 1 of a kind, and we'll sort of do very small amount of damage. We can have 2 of a kind, 2 pairs, 3 of a kind, 3 of a kind and 2 of a kind, so in poker you'd call that a full house, 4 of a kind or 5 of a kind, which I've never actually managed to do. And what we're doing, we're matching symbols, not the numbers. The numbers is kind of how much attack damage that tile is worth. At the beginning, they're almost like cards in that, you know, this symbol is worth 10, but there are ways to kind of manipulate how much of the lower number value a tile does have. So we're always looking to match the symbols at the top in order to generate attack. So the first number, this number is called attack. That's kind of our attack damage. So, and then we have down here, which is knee, which is our multiplier. So we're looking to basically put numbers from here to here, and then find ways of multiplying it in order to do a total amount of damage to the enemy. Now we get a certain number of discards, as we mentioned, so we're trying to, as far as possible, make multiples of symbols here. Got a couple of special cards. So this one, Conjure Wind. While in hand, we get 1.5 multiplier and the tile's destroyed. So we're going to want to make sure that stays in our hand. This one, once played, on trigger, all play tiles gain 1 attack value. So we want to kind of want to play these if we can. I'm going to discard the 4 lower value tiles, I think. So we actually got, okay, we got 3 of these. So I think that's worth doing. In fact, I could play a full house straight away. So let's do that. We'll match those 5. So that should ideally be enough to quite comfortably kill this enemy. And we can see all the numbers went up on those tiles there because of those special effects that we used. And after every battle, you get to go to the shop and spend some of the gold you made. We don't have a lot of gold at the moment, but let's see what we can do. So instead of jokers, this game has cards, and these are the cards. So you can kind of have up to 5 of these in your hand, although there's ways to make your hand bigger or gain cards that don't count towards that total. Again, we'll cover that as and when it comes up. So ideally we want as many of these as possible. Good ones. On play, creates a random yellow rune if gold is less than 3. On play. Yeah, I don't know. Mad Chiseler. At the start of the battle, transforms all yellow runes you hold into Sphinx runes. Now, I know what yellow runes are. They're kind of things we can add to our tiles to add slightly different effects to them. I've no idea what a Sphinx rune is, so I'm not sure about that one. I could spend all my money on this. Merchant rerolls cost 2 less. Maybe. Get both of these though. 1 out of 5 yellow runes and insignias. Okay, I think both of these are worth doing. So let's have a look at the yellow runes. So again, so these are the randomly selected tiles. So we can choose one of these to add to one of those tiles. Radiance rune applies radiance to the selected tile, which means it's sort of value, numbers value goes up by 20. So that's kind of cool. Reduces the cost of the next prayer by 2 when played. Okay. Snake shedding. If discarded without others, destroy it. So you can kind of use that to get rid of certain tiles. And it might be good on these two, for instance. They're very low value, and I'd probably look to get rid of those somehow anyway. Transforms up to 2 selected tiles into enigmatic favour. When discarded, increases all listed probabilities until the end of the battle. Now, that is quite good. That means that our combos will level up. They'll go up in strength. But it's only for the battle, which I don't put a lot of value in. Adds 2 random yellow runes. I might possibly do that one. Although this is one that we kind of want to play as often as possible, I think. So I might add this to that. Like so. Now, what have we got here? Okay, so this is leveling up one of our combos. Either a 3 of a kind, 2 of a kind, or 1 of a kind. I think I'm going to do 2 of a kind. Certainly initially it's quite hard to get 3 of a kind, although we did on my first fight just then. But just leveling up my 2 of a kind combo makes that a bit more viable, I think. So let's move on. A place to rest. Increasing... Oh, okay. It actually increases max HP. I didn't realise it did that. We can't go this one. This is kind of a no, basically. I'm going to go to do the battle, I think. I should mention that if you take damage in battle, you heal fully at the end of the battle. So as long as you don't die, you'll be full strength going into the next one. Now this one, if discarded without others, it grants 8 armour. Now that could be good if I feel like I'm going to take damage in here, because it will negate that. But let's start by getting rid of those. We want to keep this in hand. We got that one. Let's see what we get. Same again. Okay, well we got a pair, which isn't going to do an awful lot. Might buy another discard. I'm going to act as if we can beat these enemies on the first turn. That's actually 2 pairs, so that's not too bad. We can do that and that. Because remember, we're looking for the symbol, not the number. And what he'll do is the damage we put out, if you're facing multiple enemies, you sort of go for the back one first, with this character anyway. And if you kill them, any remaining damage will also go on to the next enemy, and so on and so forth. So let's see what we can do here. All those cards are going up. 300, so that's enough to kill one of those anyway. Now I've got a pass. We're going to take damage, but like I said, it doesn't hold over to the next fight. We'll be fine, because we've got 3 of a kind here. In fact, we've got a full house, so let's just... nice bit of overkill, why not? $672 on a 50 damage enemy. Not bad. Okay, now I would like to try to get cards if I can. Gain 8 base attack if played combo contains 2+2 tiles combo. I don't know if that's that good. Ah! Now this is... What we want to do is get as much knee multiplier in as we can. And 1.5 for every 10 water we have. So that's going to be... time. That's actually quite a good one. I like that. We'll get that. So that goes here now, so we can always see it. And you can move the cards up and down in order when you have multiple. Because they kind of process from top to bottom. So the ones that do like a times multiplier, you generally want at the bottom, after all other bonuses have been added. And there are ways to increase our max water and keep filling this up, so that could potentially scale quite nicely. Alright, we've got a bit of a mini-boss fight. Let's see. I think we get rid of all the low ones. Maybe even that one. You can do it to... You discard up to 5 at a time. So again, we've got a pair. Get rid of those 3. Ah, 3 of a kind. Okay, well, we'll play that. Like so. It's almost better to play the 2-tile combo. But in fact, it works out the same, I think. But certainly the attack numbers will be higher doing it this way. So let's... I don't think this will get triggered, so I don't think we'll play that. Let's see what we can do. I think we'll probably have enough here to win. Because it times about the 1.5. Well, times 3 actually, wasn't it? Yeah. So, easily enough. Level up the played combo. Now this is interesting. I think that's a permanent upgrade for the combo, so I think I probably will get that. Plus 2 knee when triggering a tile with an even value. Yeah. 1 out of 5 insignias to level up combos. I think so I've got 10. I think I'll get those 2. So we'll start with that one. I guess maybe there's a way of activating that during a fight. I guess we'll see. We'll do that. It's all enemies at once if you have at least 2 discards left. I generally use all my discards. 2 plus, so this is upgrading the 2 pairs combo. 1 of a kind, 4 of a kind, 5 of a kind. I think I'll do the 2 pairs, because that's not too hard to make happen. And I may as well buy this one now, because it will happen. And when it does, it'll be pretty good. Alright, move on. Get 10 gold for each visited scenario. Well, I haven't done any yet. Fill your rune slots with random yellow runes. I might do that, because they can be pretty good. I've got transform up to... Oh, that's the snake shedding one. And a 1 in 5 chance of giving a sphinx rune. I guess I didn't get it. This one's good. All your combos gain 2 levels, so we'll do that. That's just really good. Yeah. No reason not to do that. I'm not quite sure what this is. I think that's our base attack value. Alright, let's do this. He's got 1,000 now. And our hand size is reduced because of his special effect. We'll get rid of the 9 as well. Okay, we've got 2 pairs. That's actually alright because we've leveled that up quite a bit. So if I did that, it's going to do 800. But that should go up to 10. And then we should times that by 3. So that should be at times 30. Yeah, that's 100 times 30. Yeah, that should be alright. I think we should be doing about 3,000. But a bit more, because I didn't add these kind of values either. Oh yeah. 4.5k, there we go. So you can see how the multipliers really help your damage get rolling. What have we got? We've got an ethereal one, so that means we can add this and it doesn't contribute towards our maximum number of cards. So it's just quite a nice card to have. It always adds 1. And it doesn't occupy a card slot, so it's kind of like a free multiplier, basically. I'd kind of like to do that as well. I'm 1 short. Oh, I think this... I didn't activate this, but it obviously just happened. So, what did I play? Was it 2 pairs? I can't remember now. I think it was. Well, I'm going to grab that. I'll have that at the top. You can see I'm still 3 out of 5 on cards, even though I've got 4. Yeah, I mean, I'm debating whether I sell that and do this to level up another insignia. I could maybe sell this, actually. I'm not that worried about that. We'll sell that. Level up another combo. So we do the full house with it. I think I'll do 2 of a kind again. Because generally that's not too hard to actually achieve. Okay, so the canyon seems to be like you do multiple battles and get quite a nice... reward at the end, but you do sort of have these negative modifiers as well, so that's actually reducing our multiplier here. I think that's what that's doing, isn't it? Times something. I think, yeah. 3 major card vases on win. Let's try that. Okay, so these are pretty tough enemies. Let's have a look. Yeah, I might actually discard the this one to gain the 8 armor here. Okay, we've got 3 of a kind. We've actually got a full house, so that might just be worth playing here. Even though the values aren't huge, this should mean that this triggers as well. I think that probably is enough. Yeah, I think it's going to comfortably be enough. Boom, boom. Easy peasy. Got 3 of them this time. Okay, we've got 2 pairs already. Let me just try getting rid of... See if we can make a 3 of a kind out of one of these. No, that's alright. We'll play the 2 pairs though. I think that should be fine. There we go. Jahai. So we got like a little mini boss at the end. He's actually deactivated some of our tiles. We can still discard them, however. Let's do that. 2 pair. We'll try another one here. Okay, we got a better 2 pair, so let's use that. Yeah, twice as much as we needed, so that's cool. Now, what do we get here? So a flat +3. We really want stuff that multiplies these ni. I don't tend to have unused card slots. If available, sacrifice 5. Adds 4 gold. No, I think this is of those. We'll go that one. Ooh, what's this special effect? Serpentine. Adds 1 in 5 chance. 1 in 5 chance to add +8 ni. That's pretty good. Okay, so this is a multiplier. So you gain 0.25 of this when this effect fires. So we've got 20% chance of increasing this. I think that's got to be pretty good, right? What do the others do? No. I think I want to have multipliers that are sort of going up. Sort of scaling as we play, you know? When fighting orcs, that's very specific. 1 in 4 chance of gaining ×1 at the end of the battle. So I think that sounds like it will stack, but we have a 25% chance. So that's pretty good. Of those, I think that's the one we take. Yeah, I'll kind of have it like that. So we want to try and get our water going. As well as just playing that and chance in battles. Okay. I could try and add more water. Extra 25 ni for each tile above 52 you have on your full deck. Okay, how much do I actually have in my deck? Does it give us an actual just number? Oh. Not really. Unless it's that, 48. Does that sound right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. Yeah, so actually that number is number of tiles. I didn't realize that. So that makes sense. Okay, so does it... For each tile above 52 in your full deck. Well, I don't... Let's re-roll those. Plus your need for each signet you have. Don't have any. Increases by 2 all listed probabilities. Oh, I see. Well, that might actually scale quite nicely with these. So 1 in 4 chance becomes 3 in 4 chance. So actually this becomes a 3 in 4 chance of gaining at the end of battle. So I do want to add that. There's no point getting rid of that because it's not occupying a slot. I think probably this one. Let's sell that. I'm going to buy that. Okay, I could do insignias. We could level up some combo. Well, a combo. Two pairs. Yeah, I think the 2 pairs one's not a bad one. It's not too hard to get. Have a look at what special tiles they've got. When discarding exactly 2 tiles of this type, destroy them and make a random base edition card Serpentine. I don't know what that does. When destroyed, fills your rune slots with random yellow runes. How would I destroy it? I mean, I'll take those. I guess. An extra rune. I think given the money I've got, I'm going to get the water and we're going to top it up. So this, where's the one that does on water? This one. So that'll be times 4.5 now, although that might go down to 29 when we get to the next battle. For the next merchant, all initial items are free, except signets. It's not really money that's the limiting factor. I might get the random signet. What's this? Merchant rerolls are 2 less. Okay, whatever. The next base edition card you buy will become ethereal. I mean, that's not bad. I might see what the staff is, though. Destroy. Okay, we can destroy 4 tiles, and we've actually got 4 very low ones here, so that seems pretty good. Let's destroy those. Oot, oot. All right. Okay. It's quite strong. Yeah, this is a 3 and 5 chance now to add that, so that's pretty cool. And that's a 3 and 4 chance of gaining that, so that these should be scaling quite nicely. Let's get rid of you. Okay, that's a full house. Oh no, it's not. Yes, it is. Should be looking at the symbols, not the numbers. Okay. Seems like it could work pretty well. Yep. Okay. +3 for each visited scenario. I quite like this one because we can keep that. That's actually 12 knee now. So I think we sell this one and bring in this one because it's just better. I'll keep the water there now. Ideally, I want a way to increase our max water. Let's look at the runes. Okay. When discarded grants a gold, no. 2 random yellow runes, maybe. I quite like this one though. Power rune, +4 knees. That's something we're going to want to play, and I'll probably add it to this one. Or duplicate, or the radiance, where we add 20 value to its attack. I think this one. I'll add it to that. I quite like these cards. Okay, we move on. 3 major yellow vases on a win. 3 major card vases on a win. I quite like my cards at the moment. Definitely think we can make these work. So maybe we'll do this one. Okay, they're about 7 and a bit thousand. Only got 2 discards. I will get rid of that one. I'm just hope that we can kind of do enough to kill them in one hit. You can buy an extra discard, of course. How do we do? I'm gonna buy another discard, I think. Amazing. I don't really want to... Well, I'll tell you what. We can do this. And then use that. Okay, well that's better. We've got 2 pairs now. So let's do that. I think that should mean we're okay. Yes. Yes, you could say that. Cool. Yeah, so that's already getting that effect, so that's pretty cool. And I think that'll apply... That will continue to apply as we do each battle. So this scenario contains 3 battles, so that's good. Okay, I guess I'll keep the double 2s. We get rid of the rest. Ah, okay, so we got a full house now. So I think that probably is going to be more than ample. Yes. So on my successful run to beat the end boss, I did a strike worth 1 million damage, which I was quite pleased with. But there is an achievement for getting 1 billion damage in a single hit, so quite a ways off that still, obviously. I think we'd struggle to do that, so I am going to use a discard, I think, to armor up. I do have 2 pairs here. It might just be wisest to play that. And save a discard for whatever is in the next hand. Because this should be fairly significant damage. Wow, that actually is enough. That's cool. So this is up to ×4 now, so this is awesome. I'm going to put that there, actually. Yeah, let's look at our rewards. 3 and 5 shots. So tell me what a Sphinx rune is, because I don't know, and I can't hover over it. I'm tempted just to do this, just to find out what it is. But let's see what the others are. Discard it to get armor. Duplicate. Oh, no, I think we'll duplicate that one. Increases attack value by 4 with every trigger. It's pretty good. But I can duplicate that, I think, can't I? So yeah, so that's pretty cool. Okay, what else have we got? Transform subterranean lake tiles. When discarded, +1 max water. That's actually pretty good, but how often will a card come up that we're willing to discard? I don't know how often that will happen. Getting a free +10 water or destroy. I think maybe I'll just destroy like a weak rune. Tile, that's the word. Power rune. Just thinking that would make this one guaranteed to happen in every fight. But we'd need to get the right ones. When discarded. Tell you what. I'll do that. I've got 2 1s here, so let's transform those 1s into something that's actually useful. There we go. Okay, so what have we got? We got 2 random yellow runes. I mean, that's pretty good. On play, destroys all tiles in hand, all cards, and kills all enemies. No, I don't think I'm going to be nuking things just yet. Yellow runes appear 2 times more frequently at the merchant. Oh, yeah. Minor cards. Tiles. Yeah, well, let's re-roll that for free. Fighting orcs. Increases the value of the first tile played by 8. Yeah, another cheap re-roll. I'm not honestly thrilled by any of those choices. I'll take that, though, because we want to keep this water topped up as high as we can. I'd like to increase the maximum. I got up to out of 75 water at one point in one of my runs. Yolon, I'm going to take this because he's another playable character that you unlock with as you discover him through play, and I haven't seen him yet, so we'll take that. Add him to our roster now. Transform up to 3 selected tiles into mud golem tiles. 1 in hand, triggers. Okay, if in hand at the end of the battle, increase its attack value by 15. That's actually pretty good. Pick 1 out of 5 yellow runes. Let's take this and see how that goes. Transform up to 3. Well, we'll definitely do the 2 2s and I guess the 7. And transform those. Okay, see how that plays out. Okay, so this one, we want to discard this one, and it doesn't have to be on its own either. So we definitely want to do that. I think we could reasonably hope to, if in hand at the end of battle, increase by 50. Yeah. Okay, well, let's discard all of those, as well as the 4 and the 6. Oh, okay, that's good. 2 pair, 3 pairs, in fact. Plus this, if in hand at the end of battle, so we want to keep that. I would quite like to see if we can get more of these. In fact, we can discard that as well. Yes, we've got the... Yeah, we've got 2 of these. Yeah, so we want to do this, and hopefully that will end the battle. See what we can get up to. There's now a 5 in 4 chance of that happening, so this is pretty good. And this will be happening, and adding that. 98,000. Yeah, bye-bye. So this secondary effect would have triggered. I don't know why that's not adding. Okay. But this has gone up to +5, times 5 now. So that's really good. I'm very pleased we got that card. If available, no. Sacrifice again. ×1 for each King's Gambit sold in this run. So that's just that. +1 hand size. So we'll get that. We'll get that. Now this one is major tiles, yellow runes. Yeah, look at the runes. Get another water, maybe. And a card, we'll get rid of something. Another duplicate on one of these wouldn't be bad. I might do that. There is a free reroll, why not? We get 3 in 5 chance of giving a Sphinx rune. So I will buy that. I'd like to see what that is. 3 major card vases on win. I think we'll do that. The 40 gold sounds potentially quite nice though as well. I do quite like my cards at the moment. So I don't know why this one didn't go up. Because that was at 5 in 5 chance. So that should have triggered, unless it's because I don't have these cards. Oh, I reckon it's because I don't have. I thought the Flagrius card was part of this. Now I'm thinking it's not. I think I've got a wasted card in there. Let's do this one. Maybe we'll get a good card out of the rewards. Wow, okay, so they're at what? 50,000. I think we can probably manage that. When discarding exactly 2 editions of... Yeah, so if we do exactly that... I don't want to add any more to the discard in case that stops the effect happening. So what does the Serpentine... A free reroll to the merchants. Okay, that's fine. We're going to get hit for quite a lot here. 14 potentially. I might use another discard to gain 8 armor there. So we've definitely got 2 pair. I think we get rid of those 5 and try and up those. I'm going to buy a free reroll because I want to be able to discard this for sure. Do those 3. Okay, got a full house, so let's do that. Perfect. Haha, 170,000. Yeah, we're doing all right on the damage. It's scaling quite nicely. I'm quite pleased with that at the moment. Doing that again would be quite nice. Now these, 1 in hand. So we want to keep those in hand. Got 2 pair. I want to discard that. Discard that. See how we get on. Got full house. Here we go with that. Yeah, that mounting frenzy is really nice because we can give ourselves that 100% chance of increasing the multiplier. So it's now up to ×7. So if we can have, oh, okay. Well, we've already got 3 of a kind there. We want to keep these in hand, don't we? But we'll discard, say, all of those. 4 of a kind. Just looking at the 4 of a kind. Is that worth? Yeah, it is worth playing. I'm going to discard these anyway, because obviously that will help. Oh no, I played... Oh god, I pressed the wrong button. It's still enough. I pressed the wrong button. I pressed play instead of discard. Oh well, I wasn't punished for that. Now this is good. So we're gonna sell this one. So this is okay. This is a flat ×3, but it's ×6 when fighting orcs. Well, just the ×3 in itself is amazing. So definitely add that, and we'll have it just before here. What else do we get? Gains 0.1 anytime you use a rune. Currently at... So I've done that 10 times so far. Hmm. Kind of happy with the setup at the moment. On play sets a power room. Okay. Times 4 if you visited at least 3 scenarios. Okay, so that's actually better than that, really. Wondering if maybe I sell this one, because I'm not getting the chance to max up the water. Maybe it's this one. That's at plus 18 at the moment, which we're then multiplying. Which is better? I think it might be getting rid of that and taking that. So they're pretty good. What else have we got? None of these are multipliers, so I'm going to skip that one. Cool. Plus 5 max HP. I think I probably should get that. I didn't use that. No. Insignias is always a good one, though. Let's have a look. So, I think we'll probably do... That's a level 6, that's level 3, that's level 4. Maybe do 3 of a kind up one. Look at the runes. Another power rune, that's probably what I'll do, unless... Oh, duplicating this one would probably be a good idea, though, because that's even better than just adding the power rune to one. Okay, well, add max HP. Free reroll, why not? Adds 3 discards, lose 1 with each battle. No. Already got that, haven't I? Or did I get... I might have got rid of that now. Yeah. Okay, move on. Abandoned Staff. That's deleting tiles, isn't it? Or gaining common cards. Fill your rune slot when I... Yeah. Might do that one. Might get rid of some low tiles, potentially. 5, 6... I should get rid of all of those. I don't think I haven't really got any power tiles on any of this stuff. Oh, up to 4. Let's keep the 9 then. There we go. I don't really want to do that again. Although, or do I? I'll do it. Yeah, maybe I do. Do I get low ones? Because then these things will potentially get really strong. Let's go with that. Alright, so we've got a little mini-boss. Say little mini-boss. Cool 175k HP, but look at these now. Yeah, let's do some discards. Okay, so I've got... I think what we'll do is 2 pair... like that. See how that goes. Wow. 900k. Yeah, it's going pretty well so far, I'm not going to lie. Don't need that anymore. The power room might be quite nice. Oh, so well, let's use the water, because that had the space to do so. One more discard. That seems pretty good, but we've got tiles. Have a look. While in hand, increases the attack value of each triggered tile by 4. Yeah, I don't know about any of those. Yeah. Oh, another duplicate. So I think, which is better? Probably this one? I think I do have a rare card now, don't I? Yeah. Would be a good one if I didn't have that. No. No, that's fine. Let's move on. So I want to remember to play these now. Oh, okay, so we're actually getting into the final battles now. I think we're fairly decently set up for this. So we've got these two before the Djinn. Now what do I want to add, say, the power into? Probably this one, right? And then I've got 3 in 5 chance of giving a... maybe say that one. Oh. Creates a copy of a random card, destroys all... No, no, thank you. I can sell that though, I think. Yes, I accidentally play it. Right, okay, what we got here? So these two are pretty good, obviously. We want to discard that though. Probably those. I don't think we're going to need to defend. All being well. We've got 4 of those now. We could try. How many do I actually have in my deck? I've got one more. My biggest one is still in there. Try and get that, but I think that's probably going to be unnecessary. All the same, we try fishing for it. Wow. Which is it better to play? Probably the 4 of a kind. 200 times 2. Yeah. Even though it's not leveled quite as high, it's worth playing that. I'm happy with this deck. I think we should be alright going into the final battles. What we do? Oh wow, 1.6 million. Yeah, I haven't seen anything that high yet. So that's pretty cool. Now the initial Djinn, and then we'll have a proper final Djinn battle phase for the end. Well, I want more of those mud golems, or these really. They're kind of my winning tickets, aren't they? We'll discard you, you. Wow. Okay. Yeah. That's times 10 now. So yeah, I think we decided that the 4 of a kind was the preferred way. $2 million. Wow. Not even using these prayers really. I mean, I did a bit of getting extra discards at one point. 400,000, huh? Well, I think we'll be okay. You know, I think we'll be okay. If I can get those other tiles again. Let's go with those. Wow, whoa, I've never seen a 5 of a kind. Wow, what a way to finish. Yeah, let's see how much damage we can do with these now. I've never done a 5 of a kind before. Holy crap. 5.5 million. It's still quite a way short of the 1 billion that is required for the achievement though. You stopped the Djinn before it could unleash its power, saving the desert of Samsara and perhaps the world beyond. Now you can do infinite mode, so I think you can, you know, continue with your build if you like it. But let's go back to the menu in this instant, because let's have a look at the collection. So you can see here that you can unlock different stuff as you progress. In terms of the cards, I've got less than a quarter. Is that less than a quarter? It's about a quarter cards unlocked. Still loads of prayers. Now the Sphinx runes. Okay, so that's what this is talking about. Okay. Interesting. So there's plenty more there to discover. There's lots of scenarios. The signets I've largely unlocked, but there's still a few I haven't. Yellow runes, again, done most of those, but not all of them. Yeah. And God, and the tiles as well. There's so many. I think a lot of those are probably locked up in the different decks. If I was to do new run. So this is Bolte. We just played Kagu. He has a sort of alternative deck where start the run with a priest's signet and a perch rune. Now the priest signet Sphinx runes can appear at the merchant. Oh, interesting. Makes a random base edition card Windborn. Destroys all other cards. Wow. Huh. Interesting. We've also unlocked Yolon. This is the guy we found. He looks like an archer type. Find canyons, caverns, and ruins more often. Those are the ones where you kind of do a series of battles and a bigger reward, I think. Turtle Clan's Master Ranger, hardened scout who thrives, exploring the ever-shifting desert. We've also unlocked Lys, the Ammonite's chosen seer, gazes through the shifting sands of time. You can see what's inside card vases before opening them. Okay. Now we haven't unlocked Ren Hatar yet. The Elder of the Turtle Clan, or Archimorus. Winner run with any deck at the Djinn Scorn difficulty or the Djinn's Grasp. Okay, so... at what point do I set the difficulty? I come back out. Unlock all characters to unlock challenges. I kind of want to see where you set the difficulty. Okay, so let's say we did it. If I was to take out Yolon, and I did play. See, it doesn't change. How do I change the difficulty? Djinn's Curse, you see. Okay, so if I go back to main menu. What if I do a new run? The new character. Oh, okay. I get it. Okay. See. So these things, once you've done a run with a deck, not just a character, but a particular deck type of his, you can up the difficulties. So we were at Djinn's Curse. This would be Djinn's Grasp. Defeating the Djinn grants you're forced to pick caverns, canyons, ruins, or temples when traveling. Okay, I don't have a problem with that. Okay, does that change if you're as Bolte? No, it's the same difficulty. I see. And then you would unlock Ren Hatar, and then I guess the third difficulty would be the next one, and it keeps going. Tell you what, I might come back tomorrow. Well, I will come back tomorrow. What I might do is play another run as Kargu and do it the Djinn's Grasp difficulty, kind of see how that changes things, see how far we can get. So if you've enjoyed this video, as I hope you have, come back then and see more. But also, if you have enjoyed it, if you could hit that like button, that'd be awesome. Do leave a comment as well. Let me know what you think about the game. Is it something you can see yourself playing? Is it something you enjoyed watching? Is it something you'd like to see more of me play? Let me know your thoughts. And a big thank you as always to our channel members as well for supporting Boring Dad Gaming. Continues to be hugely appreciated. And if anyone else is interested in checking out memberships and gaining early access to the videos I put out, that'd be awesome. But thanks very much, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.